What up, guys? Back again with another UFC fight picks video on the UFC 216 card, Ferguson versus Lee. And I'm going to be giving you guys some picks today on the whole card, obviously. Fight pass prelims, FX, and then the main card. So yeah, it's been like, what, 2 weeks without the UFC, so good to be back. So let's go ahead and get started here. First fight of the night, we got Tallest Ladies versus Brad Tavares. Tavares looked good in his last fight. Let me see who it was against. I think it was someone all right, someone kind of decent. Yeah, Elias Theodoro. He was able to, well, actually, by the looks of it here, got some passes. Basically, on the stats, it says that Elias won the fight, but I remember watching the fight, and I thought he looked good in that fight. So he's coming off a decent win. Tallest Ladies is also coming off a win against Sam Alvey, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check here. Yep, there it is right there. So to be well, for me actually, this is a pretty close fight. You look at the odds, they got Tavares as kind of a big favorite, -173. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's a pretty close fight. Latest is the ranked fighter. Obviously, he's the veteran. Both these guys are UFC veterans, but you know, Latest is the older guy here, getting older and whatnot. But as you can see, you know, he was still able to win against Sam Alvey. And I feel like these guys' styles are kind of like similar. Both of them are very low output type of guys. So you know, it's gonna be interesting to see how the fight plays out. But Ladies is way better on the ground with his jiu-jitsu, and he also goes for takedowns more often, as you guys can see there in the takedown stats. But he does throw, you know, a strike less than Tavares. So you know, maybe Tavares plans to keep the fight on the feet, just kind of outpoint Ladies on the feet with the striking and win by decision, or Ladies is going to win this fight by using some of his striking and then maybe set up at least 1 or 2 takedowns to kind of, you know, seal the fight. So it's a pretty close fight. The odds, like I said, I don't think they're right. I think Tavares is a little bit too high there, -173. It's kind of more of an even fight. So I'm going to take the underdog, Tallest Ladies, on this one. I might even play him on DraftKings, but both these guys, you know, they score very low on DraftKings, and I mean, they just don't land a lot of points. But even as a straight pick here, I'm going to pick Ladies. I think gets it done, not by finish. I think he just wins by decision. Kind of a lackluster type of fight, but Ladies by decision. Alright, now for the next fight, Moraga against Magomedov. So I'm going to go ahead and take Magomed here. He's one of these guys coming up in the division, undefeated, Russian fighter. Extremely skilled. You know, he's pretty good. Good wrestling. Seems to have some decent striking. Yeah, should be able to just kind of beat Moraga everywhere here in the fight. Obviously, as you guys can see by the odds there, everybody's kind of sold on Magomed there, -560. Moraga's, you know, a little bit over 4-1 underdog. I mean, you can see Magomed's page here, but I mean, it's not really going to change my pick here. So this is against some guy named Janelle Lauza. Had a tons of passes, had takedowns, had a lot of strikes. Yeah, the Russian fighter here will get it done. Can't see Moraga winning the fight here. So Biblatov probably wins this fight more than likely by decision, or it could be maybe like a late submission, but I think more than likely I'm gonna say Biblatov by decision. Alright, now for the next fight, featured fight on the Fight Pass prelims, we got Walt Harris versus Godbeer. So kind of another easy fight here to pick. I'm taking Walt Harris. How big of a favorite is this guy? Let's see. Yeah, -320. -320 is pretty high for a heavyweight, since obviously it's a heavyweight fight. But you know, Harris has way more power. He's explosive, better athlete, good striker also. Godbeer is kind of sloppy. He's a kickboxer, but you know, he's not that impressive. And yeah, he's just kind of a bad fighter, so it's very easy to pick, against them. And yeah, I think Walt Harris here, his explosiveness and his power is going to be too much. He's going to get the KO, probably first or second round knockout. He's going to get that finish. Walt Harris has been knocked out himself, so there is a possibility maybe Godbeer could hurt him and maybe could stop him. But I mean, I don't see it happening. Walt Harris has been looking pretty damn good. I think he's on a 3-fight winning streak. Let me take a quick look here. I think it's like 3-fight or 2-fight win streak. But he's been looking good though. He's been looking good. Yeah, 2-fight win streak there, and he lost a close fight against Shamil. But yeah, I mean, every single time this guy wins too, if you guys look at that, he's winning by first or second round knockout. So yeah, it's probably gonna happen again. So I'm just gonna say Harris wins this fight. I'm gonna say first round KO. All right, guys. Now for the FX prelims, we got Matt Danger Schnell versus Marco Beltran. So kind of want to stay away from Matt Danger here. Yeah, his chin's pretty damn bad. I mean, horrible chin. I mean, seems like he gets knocked out very easily. And at this low weight, also his chin is just very bad. But his opponent Marco Beltran isn't really that good, and he always has close fights. So it's like, do you want to take the guy with the bad chin or the guy who's always in close fights? It isn't that good. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a chance, one more chance on Matt here, on Danger. He has a bad chin, but overall I do think he is the better fighter. If you take out his chin being bad, then for sure he wins this fight. But because his chin is bad, there's a chance he could lose the fight. He is a very slight favorite at -125, and I mean, it's a pretty even fight. But yeah, I do give him a slight edge. But like I said, if his chin was at least average, then he'd be a lot better. But man, his chin really lets him down. But yeah, I think Matt gets it done. I think he's the better striker. He also has a very nasty submission game. So yeah, I see Danger getting it done. I see him able to survive being rocked if he does get rocked, and maybe finding some sort of submission on the ground. So I'll say Danger wins by second round submission. Alright, next fight we got Pearl Gonzalez versus Poliana Botejo. Pearl fought Calvillo not that long ago. And Botejo here is making her UFC debut. Poliana here, good striker. She seems to have very good power, as you guys can see here by her knockout ratio. Let's go ahead and open up her page real quick so we get some more info on her. From what I've seen though, she's just pretty much a striker. 5 wins by KO, 3-5 win streak, 3 first round finishes. Her only loss was to Vivian Barea, who is also in the UFC, so that's a UFC level opponent. Pro Gonzalez, grappling, coming off that loss to Calvillo, which was in April. Yeah, Poliana's a little bit younger, but not too much of a big advantage there. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Poliana here. She is the favorite, as you guys can see right here, -140. Her striking looks solid. I think if she keeps the fight on the feet, and I think she will, she can be able to do some damage on Pearl. I think Pearl's not that horrible on the feet, but I'm not too sold on her striking, and I've seen Poliana's striking technique, and it looks pretty good. There's not really a lot of good female strikers, and when I see one, you could tell that they're gonna be a lot better than a lot of these other girls because of that striking technique. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Poliana here. I think she gets it done, and about her getting a finish, I mean, fuck, she's winning. She's finishing all her opponents, so it's pretty possible. But I mean, this is UFC, more higher level competition. So I'm gonna just say Poliana probably wins this fight by decision. But I wouldn't be shocked though if she did get some sort of finish. All right, next fight here we got Lando Vannata versus Bobby Green. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Vannata on this one, guys. I know he lost his last fight against David Tamer, I think it was. I'm pretty sure that's his name. Let me just take a quick look here to verify. I know they got both of the Tamer brothers now, so I wonder if his name was David or... Yeah, see, David Tamer, yeah. And I remember thinking in that fight, like, man, David could be a good sneaky play, but I missed out on that. and then it ended up messing me up on my lineups on DraftKings. But anyways, yeah, Vannata didn't look that horrible against Tamer. He just got outstruck by the better striker. Bobby Green's a boxer, likes to counter, good head movement and whatnot. But I think Vannata's gonna be too much. Vannata's explosive, good power, good kicks, KO power. Bobby Green hasn't looked too good recently. I mean, I think he's on a, what is he, 3-5 losing streak or something like that. Let me take a quick look here. Yeah, I mean, he didn't look horrible in his last fight against Rashid Magomedov. That was a close fight. Both of them landed a lot of shots. But yeah, I mean, 3-5 losing streak. So, I mean, he's not exactly winning fights here. And I think Vannata here, I mean, he's not a bum. I think he's going to bounce back from that loss against Tamer. And, you know, he's here to get that win. So, I'm picking Vannata. And we could see another, you know, we could see Bobby Green possibly getting finished again. So I'm going to say Vannata gets a second round knockout. All right, next fight we got Tom Duquesnoy or whatever versus Cody Stamin. So a lot of people are saying this, you know, this Tom kid here, you know, yeah, you know, he has a lot of hype around him. You know, he's you know, obviously pretty much a badass. You know, he's a good striker, good multi and whatnot. But didn't look too impressive in his UFC debut against the bum. And now he's going to fight Cody Stamin, a guy who fought 145 his last fight. And, man, he seems pretty impressive. He lands a lot of shots. You guys can see there, 6.27 strikes landed per minute. And his takedowns also, 8 takedown average, 66% takedown accuracy. Now, that's just from one fight, but this guy is the real deal when it comes to that wrestling. To me, he kind of reminds me of a mini Chad Mendes, pretty much. He's pretty much another Chad Mendes, actually. You know, a guy who has good striking and excellent wrestling skills. So I think both of those things are going to hurt Tom here in the fight. Tom is a striker, and his takedown defense isn't even 100% because he got taken down against that bum opponent he fought. So, I mean, I can't see Cody here not getting at least 1 or 2 takedowns on Tom. And I think Cody will be pretty strong on top. I mean, just look at Cody's credentials also here that we got going on here. 19-1 in amateur MMA, 7 amateur championships, 2008 Golden Gloves state champion, accomplished amateur wrestler, BJJ blue belt. I feel like this is a battle of 2 prospects, and Tom is the young. I think he's a little bit younger. Let's take a look here. I'm pretty sure Tom's the younger guy here. Let's see how much younger he is. We got Cody at 27, and we got Tom at 23, 24, 24 years old. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have a lot of, you know, time to improve and whatnot. I mean, he's pretty much a striker, but I feel like his takedown defense isn't going to hold up. And I feel like Cody here is going to get the better of him on the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and take Cody here in this fight. It should be a good fight. I wouldn't be too shocked if Tom does get some sort of knockout, if he catches him early and avoids the takedown somehow. But I really think Cody here will get him down and work him on the ground and probably win by a late finish or just by decision. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Cody in this fight, and I'll say he wins by, yeah, I'm gonna say decision. Fuck it, Cody by decision. All right, now for the main card, guys. Beneil Dariush versus Evan Dunham. I like Evan Dunham in this fight. Good striking, lots of output, pretty solid fighter at pretty much everywhere. Dariush, also another guy who's pretty solid. Obviously, really good ground game. Good striking skills also. Coming off that KO loss, though. So he's looking to bounce back here against Evan Dunham. I feel like Dunham here just is going to throw too much output. And I feel like that's going to give him the edge in the fight. So that's kind of how I see it playing out. I see the fight playing out on the feet. I don't think both of them really want to go to the ground with each other. Both of them are good on the ground. Both of them, I think, are black belts. So I feel it's going to be more of a striking battle. Dariush has, some nasty kicks. Obviously having that multi-striking background, from Cordero. But Dunham has good volume, and his punches aren't bad either. So I think it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a competitive fight. Both of them are going to be throwing a lot. Dariush is the favorite. I mean, he's fought, I guess, better guys, but I think Dunham here is a good sleeper, especially for DraftKings. He's very well priced on DraftKings, and I like his value there. And as a straight pick, I also think he has a shot here at getting it done. So I'll go ahead and pick Dunham here in this fight, and I don't see a finish, so I see him winning by decision. All right, next fight we got Mara Romero Barea versus Kalindra Fajea. So I'm not too familiar with either of these fighters. Both of them are making their debuts, and they just happened to, I guess, bump them up here to the main card. Yeah, so I don't know much about these girls, guys. Didn't get to study the fight, but I did hear that Fajea here is the better fighter and more seasoned. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick her as a quick pick. And it is a female fight, so I'm going to say Fajea probably gets it done here by decision. So sorry guys, couldn't get more insight on that fight, but yeah, Barea probably gets a win. Next fight here, Werdum versus Derek Lewis. I'm gonna go and pick Werdum on this one. First of all, it didn't look too bad against Overeem. We know Werdum is the better fighter here overall, more well-rounded, way better on the ground. The only thing Derek Lewis has going for him here in this fight is his KO power, and well, fuck, I think that's pretty much it. Just his knockout power. I mean, Derek Lewis really isn't better everywhere else. Werdum's the sharper striker. Werdum's the better wrestler. Werdum has the better ground game. Pretty much Lewis just has the edge here on power. And we've seen Lewis get fucked up by Mark Hunt. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to pick Lewis here on this one. I'm fading him for sure. I think Werdum gets it done. Just like I said, just a well-rounded fighter here. Gets the win. Werdum probably by decision, but wouldn't be shocked if he gets some sort of finish. So I'll just go ahead and say Werdum by decision. Alright, next fight, guys. We got the co-main event here for the title. Demetrious Johnson versus Ray Borg. Yeah, pretty easy pick. I'm taking Demetrious Johnson. Borg is a good scrambler, good fighter, but he's not at this level. And Johnson he's just Johnson, man. This guy schools everybody. He's just going to be too much. And the odds obviously dictate that. Negative 1,250. He's even more a favorite this time than he was the last time. So, I mean, yeah. So I'll take DJ, and I do think he probably gets a finish, probably like in the third round when Ray Borg starts getting tired. Could happen a little bit sooner, a little bit later, but I do think DJ here gets the finish. So Johnson, I'm gonna say third round submission. All right, guys. Now for the main event. Ferguson versus Kevin Lee. So everybody's getting on the Kevin Lee hype train, but I'm not too sold on him. He is a good fighter, but Ferguson's just a beast. Just gonna be too good. Ferguson, guys, I mean, just a beast. Good power, good stand-up, excellent submission skills, good wrestling, excellent chin, good durability, good cardio. Ferguson pretty much has very minimal weaknesses. I think someone with knockout power could probably take him out, but Kevin Lee, not known for power punches, doesn't have much knockouts in his record there. I think he just has one. And Kevin Lee's grappling style, isn't gonna work too well against Ferguson here. A guy who has, like I said, good ground game himself. So that's gonna cancel itself out. So on the feet, I just think Ferguson's gonna be landing the better shots, has way more power, and also Kevin Lee's chin is pretty questionable, man. It's suspect. I know he got hurt by the old man against who was that Brazilian kickboxer guy. He was on a long win streak. I already forgot his name. Either way, that guy dropped him, and then we already know he got knocked out by that Brazilian. So I'm not trusting Kevin Lee's chin against Ferguson here. A guy with good power, and he's gonna have to be probably forced to stand with Ferguson. So yeah, I see Ferguson eventually catching him on the feet and probably getting a TKO finish here on this one. Plus, another big reason not to pick Kevin Lee, he had a bad weight cut, it looked like. he had to weigh in twice, and Ferguson was refueling when Calvillo was still trying to make weight. So Ferguson's going to be way more hydrated. I mean, I'm just sold on Ferguson here. I don't know. I mean, yeah, the odds sound about right. Negative 250 for Ferguson. So I mean, I know Calvillo got that hype, but I mean, Ferguson's just going to be the better guy here, guys. So I'm going to have to pick the better fighter here, and that's Ferguson. So Ferguson probably wins this fight. I'm going to say third round knockout. So that's going to be it, guys, for my picks. Sorry for the late video, but that's just kind of my thing. Don't got really a lot of time to record during the week, but fuck it. Here's the video. Let me know what you guys think about my picks. To give you guys my most confident picks, top 3 most confident picks would have to be obviously DJ. Another confident pick would have to be Ferguson, and the next one would have to be Walt Harris. So those are my top 3 most confident picks. Least confident picks would have to be, let's see, who we got here. Oh yeah, you know what? I don't know. Let's go ahead and I'm pretty confident in Dunham, but I mean, you never know. And least confident pick would have to be Matt because of his chin. And second least confident, possibly Ladies, maybe somehow just gets outstruck. And the last confident pick, least confident pick, maybe Stamin or Stamin or Dunham. Either way. Yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. And yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. Subscribe for more. Do these UFC fight pick videos every time there's a UFC card, so stay tuned for that. And I will possibly be doing a DraftKings video. If you guys request it here on the video, just post some comments below. You guys want me to make a DraftKings video, and yeah, I'll go ahead and make one for you guys. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and enjoy the fights, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.